Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the session. Guys, let me first set the tone for the session. So as Rakshit already introduced me, guys, my name is Ritu and I'll be handling business correspondence and reporting for all of you. So guys, in order to set the tone for the session, I want all of you to know, guys, let's keep it very interactive because when it comes to English or when it comes to verbal ability, we cannot make it boring, right? We cannot make it one way. We have to make it two-way. I want the sessions to be very interactive. So whatever doubt comes to your mind, whatever, if you have another innovative, because it's open to everyone. Okay, so any doubt, guys, even if you feel it's very small, it's very minute, can I ask ma'am this? No, don't worry about all of that. You can ask me anything. Okay, guys, so let's keep that tempo going. And please feel free to give your suggestions. Please feel any alternate way in which you think we can solve the questions, do put that in. Okay, guys, is that clear? Yes or no? Chat away, guys, because I want you to enter all your comments into the chat. Yes, okay. Okay, guys. So let me start with, okay, what is, before we come to business correspondence and reporting, all of this is dependent on on your language skills, correct? So first question, guys, how many of you read the newspaper daily? Come on, tell me. How many of you read the newspaper daily? Out of the 21 that are present here, how many of you read the newspaper daily? I'm not talking about your physical newspaper, like your paper newspaper. It can also be e-newspapers online. How many of you read daily? Okay, Dhruva does, Adarsh does. What about the others, guys? Come on. Someone who does not also put no ma'am, we don't. Come on, let's tell me. I want to know about all of you. So how many of you read the newspapers? Only two of you read the newspaper. Only Dhruva and Adarsh reads. What about the others? Sahana, Sushmita, Pavan, Abdul? No, Isha? Not regularly. Okay, Hasika. You read. Acha, you will read. Okay. Yes, Abdul, I know, but the sessions, 1 minute. Right. So guys, you have to read the newspaper daily. Okay. Now the reason for this is you will expect that, okay, any faculty that's going to come and teach us verbal or that is going to come and teach us English will tell us that you have to read the newspaper daily. Okay. This is what we all, that you all must think. But guys, see, it's very crucial, especially when it comes to business correspondence and reporting. Why? Let me help you with this. Let me give you a little bit of insight. Now, how many of you are aware of your syllabus, guys, when it comes to business correspondence and reporting? How many of you are aware of your syllabus? Tell me, what are the areas that you're questioned on? Can you tell me any topics, the names of any topics that you will be questioned on? What's the syllabus? Anyone? If you've gone through the material or glanced through the material which was there in the group, okay, any area, guys, what do you think they will test you on? It's English, no? Okay, grammar. Okay. Akash says grammar. What about the others? Speaking skills, communication. Okay. So guys, what they are testing you on, what they basically test you on is definitely, basics of communication, correct, Lokesh, communication. Yes, Sahana, vocabulary. Yes, they will question you on vocabulary. Yes, Akash, grammar. You do get questions on direct, indirect speech. Very important questions on active, passive voice. These do come. But a greater chunk, a very significant amount of your syllabus focuses on your writing skills. And what type of writing skills, guys? You will have to write articles. Okay, newspaper articles, magazine articles. You will have to write reports. You will have to write memos. You will have to write circulars. You will have to write letters. You will have to write emails. Okay, so you have to write minutes of the meeting. action taken reports. So a lot of your portions, guys, and that too, when you say communication, or when you say vocabulary, or when you say grammar, yes, but these are your 1 markers and your 2 markers. Okay, the ones which carry more weightage are these areas: writing articles, writing reports, writing memos, writing circulars, writing letters, writing mails, writing minutes. Now you tell me, guys, how many of us are used to writing? How many of you are used to writing essays? Essay writing is also there. How many of you write essays, guys? Does anybody write essays now anymore? Adarsh writes. Good. Okay, good. Okay, essays as in not your subject essays, guys. A topic is given and you have to write on that. A topic is given and you have to write on that. How many of you do that? Good, good. So all of these, you tell me, what sort of language do we need? Very good, guys. What sort of language do we need? Do we need formal language or do we need informal language? What kind of language do we need, everyone? Formal or informal? Formal, correct. We need to become really formal in our tone, guys. And we also have to remember that here there will not be any autocorrects, there will not be any auto capitalizations, and there wouldn't be, spelling mistakes. There's no scope for spelling mistakes. Our language has to be very formal. How to write it in third person, all of these we'll be focusing on, and I will be taking you through it. Okay, so for that formal language, what is very important, guys, is reading the newspaper. So please build a habit at least to read 1 article every day. Shall we do that, guys? 1 article every day. Can you do that for me? What are your sources, guys? What do you all read? You might feel that it's boring, agreed. You might feel that it's time consuming, but guys, habit is required. Okay, yeah, which e-news? Tell me sources that you refer to. Come on. We'll make it interactive. Every day, what I'll do, guys, on the group, I will post an article. And can you read that and shall we discuss that in the class? Does that work for you? Will all of you start trying that out? Every day, I will put 1 article. Sounds good? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. So you were sharing your sources. I'm sorry. India Today. Very good. What about the others? India Today. What about the others? The Hindu. Very good. Very, very good in terms of the language. Very good. Daily Hunt. Good. Times of India. Deccan Herald. Good, guys, because you also have reading comprehension. So whatever works for you, guys, good. Google News, yes, simplest. So whatever works for you, guys, stick to that. Business Insider, very good. Economic Times, Forbes, correct. You're all CA students, correct? So good that you're reading all of these sources. But guys, we have to keep that habit up. And this will help us to tackle all of these areas. All of these 5 markers, all of these. Okay. Right. Now, next question. So first thing is, okay, some of you already read, the rest of you will start reading. Anyway, I'll be putting articles out for you. So that makes our job easier. Second question, guys. Which are the areas in English that you find the most difficulty with? Matlab, which area you feel that I'm very uncomfortable with that? Is it grammar? Is it vocabulary? Is it comprehension? Is it writing? Which area? Which area is a sore, is a site of pain for you? Or you feel that you need a little bit more help in that, or you're not able to deal with it effectively? Writing, grammar, good, Dhruva. Okay, grammar. So most of you are saying grammar. Okay, what about vocabulary, guys? Vocabulary? You're all good with vocab? Okay. Now, so guys, our entire vocabulary. Okay, some of you feel vocab is a point of pain. Above average, good. Yes, if you're reading daily, no, you'll become better than average. Sometimes that's a problem. Okay. Okay, guys. So see, let me tell you a little bit about what your entire syllabus entails. So the first chapter that we have is the basic chapter. So communication. From that you get questions like what is communication? What is the entire process of communication? What are the various barriers to communication? You know, what are the different formal, informal communication, para language, you know, all of those types of questions. So basics about communication. That is your first chapter. Okay, but I'm not going to say that we're going to flow in the same order, guys. I'm going to mix it up a little so that, you know, we go from basic to advanced so that we're not stuck with just, you know, we enhance our skills completely. So, okay, so that's communication. Then you have chapters dealing with grammar, types of sentences. Okay, types of sentences is there, direct indirect speech is there, active passive voice is there. That comes in your grammar. Not a lot, guys, though, you don't have to worry much about it. There's not a lot of nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives. Simple, mainly active passive voice, direct indirect speech. But our base is required. Grammar base is essential because ultimately we'll have to be writing all of this. Okay, then comes our chapter on vocabulary. So synonyms, antonyms, permanent fixture. Synonyms, antonyms, idioms, collocations, connotations, denotations. We'll be going through all of that. Okay, so then comes vocabulary. But a significant part of your syllabus is what is going to be covered in writing skills. So writing articles, writing reports. So you'll have to do a lot of writing, guys. Writing circulars, writing letters, writing essays, writing mails, writing minutes. In addition to all of this, you also have RC, reading comprehension. Okay. Is the syllabus clear, guys? So they are testing you on all areas of language if you look at it. Grammar, vocabulary, reading skills, and writing skills. Everything. Whatever is possible. So it's a holistic syllabus. Okay? But yeah, significantly writing, but this writing base will only be built when our grammar is sound and when our vocabulary is sound. Okay. Right. So the first chapter, guys, that I'm going to start with all of you is going to be the vocabulary chapter. That's the first chapter that we're going to start off with. Now, my question to all of you is, suppose I'm reading the newspaper today. Okay, you said, ma'am, we read Business Insider, we read Economic Times, we read Forbes, we read Deccan Herald, we read Times of India. So suppose I'm reading the newspaper today, guys. Okay. Now, I come across a word in the newspaper that I don't know the meaning of. Let us say I come across a word supercilious in the newspaper. Okay, I don't know the meaning of supercilious. How many of you make an effort, guys, to check the meaning of this word? How many of you check the meanings of the words when you're going through newspapers? How many of you do that? Okay, sometimes you do. Abhiram, yes. Yeah, Google it, dictionary, anything, guys. Just get to know the meaning of the word. Okay, you do it? Good. Okay, fine. Now, suppose I check the meaning of this word and, you know, the dictionary tells me that the meaning of the word is someone who's very arrogant, someone who thinks too much about himself or herself, someone who thinks, you know, very high of himself or herself. So that's what the dictionary tells me. Now, the biggest challenge that comes here is, how do I remember the meaning of this word? Tell me that, guys. How will you remember the meaning of this word? The dictionary has told me supercilious is someone who's very proud or someone's very arrogant. How do I retain this? How do I retain the meaning? Let's say 1 month, 2 months, 1 week, 2 weeks down the line. What will you do? That's the problem, you know. Most of us are not able to retain the meaning. Use it in normal conversation. Okay. But then what challenge comes in, you know? Let's say you're meeting your friend and you have an argument with your friend. How many of you will tell your friend, I think you're very supercilious? Arey, nahi yaar, you're very supercilious. How many of us will do that? Plus, you know, your friend might think that you're paying your friend some compliment, you know, super something. So the problem is, you are CA students, you are using these words, you will know the meaning. But your friend might not know the meaning. Our purpose of communication is defeated. Using it in a known sentence. Okay. Practicing it. But how to practice it, guys? Every word are you able to practice? Okay. So the method that you have to learn, guys, and what I'll be taking you through in detail, and you also have in detail notes on that, is going to be RPS. Have any of you heard of this, guys? Have any of you heard of this? Roots, prefix, suffix. No? Okay. So good. So let's start off with this, guys. Not to worry. Let's make you guys familiar with all of this. Suppose I give you the word juggernaut. I think this will ring a bell with some of you. If I give you the word juggernaut, guys, what is the meaning of juggernaut? What is the meaning of juggernaut, everyone? What do you mean by juggernaut? Anyone? Or can you tell me how did this word juggernaut come about? Anyone? Power. Okay, can you tell me how is this word derived? How is this word derived? All of you have heard of the Puri Jagannath. Very good, Niranjan. Perfect. Yes. It has its origin from Jagannath. It comes from the Indian god's name Jagannath. So break down Jagannath. Jag means Lord. Jag means world. Nath means Lord. So when you say Jagannath, it means Lord of the world. Correct? Now, Juggernaut, if I say it's a very Juggernaut statue, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue that India has built in Gujarat is a juggernaut statue. It's very colossal, it's very huge, correct, very overwhelming force. Good, Dhruva. So similarly, in English, a lot of words are lifted from a lot of different languages, guys. English is a mixture. Can you tell me some other words that English has adopted from Sanskrit? Come on, everyone. Any other word that you feel English has adopted it from Sanskrit? Sanskrit or any Indian language for that matter. Any word that you find being used in English, it can be a simple word also like mantra, guru, avatar, any other word. Brother, correct, yes. Mother, perfect, yeah. What else? That's all, only mother and brother. Guys, there are almost 1,000 words. Trigonometry, no. That can be traced to an English root word also. Tri means three. Nomos means arrangement. Think, guys. There's so many words. Yeah, avatar, or what is called avatar. Okay. What else? Okay, what about bungalow, guys? Bungalow, from which word does it bungalow come? When I say bungalow, correct, bandana comes from bandhna. Okay, when you say bungalow, it comes from bangla. You have your bangla. Bengal style houses are called bangla. From that you get bungalow. Okay, so there are lots of words that English borrows from various languages. You have so many words which come from, you have Bangri, you have Bangle comes from Bangri, Bungalow comes from Bangla, mother you've told me, brother you've told me, avatar you've told me, guru, mantra, juggernaut, so many words are there. So many words are borrowed. So English is basically nothing is, it's not a pure language, guys. It's a mixture of other languages. Now, I'm going to give you some examples, okay? And I want you to figure out the root words there. So root word essentially means we are going to break down the word and figure out the meaning of the part. Okay, I'm going to give you a very simple example. Let's start. Monarchy. Tell me, can you break down this word, everyone? Monarchy. Come on, break it down. Now, tell me the two parts to this word. Monarchy. The two parts to this word, guys, are mono and archy. Mono and archy. Correct, Prerna. Mono and archy. Good, good, Sushmita. Mono means one or single. Correct. What is archy, guys? Archy means rule. Correct. Very good, Sushmitas. Close, Dhruva. Yes. So mono is one, archy is rule. So when you put them together, monarchy becomes one man rule. Correct. Now let's see other words from it. Can you tell me what is anarchy? Anarchy. Break that down for me. Archy, now you know, means rule. What is anarchy, everyone? Very important word. Many will become multi or poly, na? Two will become die or bi. Focus on an. Okay, suppose I give you a word, guys, anonymous. What do you mean by anonymous? What do you mean by anonymous caller? Let's say someone calls you, you pick up the call and you say hello, 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 but there's no response from there. And you keep down the call and you say, are some anonymous caller? Name or no name? Name or no name? No name, correct, Adarsh? Yes, correct, correct. So when you say an, guys, the meaning of an is no. An means no. Archy means rule. Now put it together. What is the meaning of anarchy? What is the meaning of anarchy? No ruler. If there is no ruler, if there is no law, if there is no government, if there is no authority, what sort of a situation will prevail, guys? Order or disorder? What sort of a situation will prevail if there is no order? Good. Chaos or disorder. That is anarchy. Correct. Chaos, disorder, no ruler. Okay. Good, guys. Next word. Patriarchy. Break this down for me. Patriarchy. Patri. Focus on Patri. What is the meaning of Patri? And if I give you matriarchy, what is Patri? What is Matri? Good. Father, mother, male, female. Correct. So if you say a society is a patriarchal society, or if you say it's a matriarchal society, patriarchal means what? Domination of, rule of, correct, male dominated society, and this will become, matriarchy will become female dominated society. Okay. Now open to you guys. Can you tell me any other word from archy? Come on. Start thinking. Basic words. I've left the most basic word out for you guys. Can you tell me any other word from archy? Manage diarchy. Beautiful. Yes, correct. Rule by two. Very good, Dhruva. So rule by three will become triarchy. Correct, Deepak. Hierarchy. Good. When you talk about director, sub, hierarchy in a company, the rule structure. Quad. Correct. Quad means four. Good. Okay, guys, what is plutarchy? What is plutarchy? Come on. What is plutarchy? Pluto. Pluto is what? What is plutarchy? Anyone? Pluto? No. Multiple? No. See, in Greek mythology, Pluto is the god of, yeah, it's the god of, no, Pluto is the god of underworld, guys. So Pluto basically is a symbol of wealth. So when you say plutarchy, plutarchy is nothing but the rule of the rich, the rule of wealthy. That is called plutarchy. Okay. Right. Now, I'm going to, yeah, correct. Ruled by people of great wealth. Okay. Now, guys, let's take up a lot more examples. Now, I'm going to give you a set of words here. You will break down and figure out the meaning of all of those words. Okay. And we're going to learn a lot of root words through that, guys. So randomly, I'm just going to pick up some words for you. I want you to get thinking and tell me the meanings of those words. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Right, let's work with all of these words. Okay, guys, you will understand a lot of root words through this. Come on. Yes, Lokesh. Yes, Dhruva. Let's start. Pre-science. Break it down. Break it down for me, guys. Come on. What is the meaning of pre? Pre. Pre. Before. What is the meaning of science, guys? Science. Anyone? Knowledge. Very good. Correct. So when you say prescience basically means to know before it happens. Correct. So you prescience, similar to prediction, forecast, foresee, foretell. Correct, to know before it happens. Now, guys, I've seen a lot of students confuse the word conscious with conscience. Can you figure out the difference for me and tell me? What is the difference between conscious and conscience? Come on, everyone. Conscious, both of them have the same root word, SCI. SCI means no. SCI, SCI. The meaning is knowledge. What is the difference? First of all, guys, do not pronounce this as conscience. It's always pronounced as conscience. Okay? Okay, so when you say conscious, subconscious, good. Conscious means aware. You're in your senses. Okay, what about conscience? What is conscience? Conscious means aware. What is conscience, guys? Okay, you would have seen a lot of movies, you know. Good. I don't know if you've observed this. I'm sure you must have. When you see a lot of movies and cartoons, when a person is in a dilemma, you know, when a person is not able to decide, you will see on one shoulder a devil pops up and on one shoulder an angel pops up. Have you seen that? There's a devil on one shoulder, there's an angel on one shoulder. Now what happens is, this devil and angel, so the devil will tell you what's wrong, the angel will tell you what's right. Correct. So it's nothing but your sense of right and wrong. That's nothing but your inner conscience talking. Correct. So it's your moral compass. It's your sense of right and wrong. Your friend tells you, okay, guys, let's steal this. You say, no, no, my conscience does not allow that. Means your sense of right and wrong does not allow that. Correct. That's your own morals. Very good. Okay, next one. Anthropology. Yes, someone's answered. Lokesh has given us the right answer. Anthrop means humans, guys. Anthrop means mankind. And logy, very popular root word. Definitely all of you know logy means study. Okay, so anthropology, study of mankind. Now, I have two questions for you. What do you call someone who loves mankind and what do you call someone who hates mankind? Come on. What do you call someone who loves mankind and what do you call someone who hates mankind? Loves mankind, hates mankind. Come on. Acha, from anthrop. It has to be from anthrop. Got to be from anthrop, guys. Very good. Very good. Yes, yes, correct. Good Niranjan, good Adarsh. Correct, Dhruva. It's called philanthropy. Phil means love. You know, you would have heard this word a lot of times associated with charity, associated with donations. Someone who loves mankind, doing good for mankind. Misanthropy, someone who hates mankind, someone who dislikes mankind. Okay. Now, can you tell me what do you call someone who hates men and someone who hates women specifically, so that we can see, since we've seen the root word for humans, let's also see the root word for man and women. What do you call someone who hates men and someone who hates women? Which, good, good. Which OS do you have on your phone, guys? Android? Miss Andri. Andro means man. That's why when you say android, looks like a man. So Miss Andri is hating men. What's hating women? Your women, let's say a person who takes care of women's healthcare, a doctor who's a specialist in women's healthcare, gynecologist, correct? So you call that as misogyny. So misogyny is hating womankind and misandry is hating men. Okay, so we've picked up andro here, which means man. We've picked up jinn here, which means women. Correct, guys? Are you understanding this? Are you getting what root words mean? We are nothing but figuring out the meaning of the parts and we are getting the meaning of the wholes. Now, how many such meanings of parts are there, guys? They're around about, let's say, around 50 to 60 that you need to know. Okay, so I've given you an entire list of that. We will see through that. But even if you actually don't get overwhelmed by the number, even if you actually look over here on the screen, pre 1, science 1, anthrop 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've already covered 15 here. Okay, so it's not too much. Okay, now what is fore and ante, guys? Everyone, what is fore and ante? Foresee, forecast, foretell, antique. All of you are studying law. What's an antecedent? Correct. For means before. Forebears. Who are your forebears? Who are your forebears, guys? No, for means before. Who are your forebears? Very good. Forebears are your ancestors. Good. Correct. Forebears are your ancestors. Correct. Now, do not confuse the word forebears with the word forebear without the E. F-O-R-B-E-A-R-S. What is forebear without the E? If you say, you don't like someone, very nasty person, but I still say, we can't help it, we have to forbear. What is the meaning of forbear there? Without the E. Forbear with the E, as Dhruva rightly said, means ancestors. Forbear without the E. What is forbear without the E? You don't like someone, but what to do? You have to keep your forbearance. What does that mean? You have to tolerate the person. Correct. You have to keep your patience, or you have to maintain your tolerance. You have to tolerate the person. Guys, can you tell me what is the name for this? Words which have the same pronunciation but different spellings. Same pronunciation but different spellings and meanings. What do you call such words? Like when I say right, R-I-G-H-T, W-R-I-T-E. Same pronunciation, different spellings. They are called what? Same pronunciation. Homophones. Correct, Susana. Very good. Homophones. Eyes. Correct. Very good, guys. Homophones. Because phone means sound. Homo means same. And words which have the same spelling but different meanings. For example, murder. Can you tell me what are the different meanings of the word murder? Same spelling, different meanings are there. What are the different meanings of murder, guys? One meaning of murder is kill. Chalo, that you all know. Can someone tell me what's the other meaning of murder? Anyone? We've studied that in school, guys. Correct. You must have come across it in your school. I'll help you out. Collective nouns chapter. Collective nouns. Murder is a group of... A murder of dash is flying in the sky. No? A murder of crows. Murder is a group of crows, guys. Okay. Let's see another example. Chalo, issue. Can you tell me what are the different meanings of issue? What are the two meanings of the word issue, guys? I have an issue with this. Okay, then there are three meanings. Okay, Lokesh, one meaning is to give, issue the certificate, issue the loan. Okay, one meaning of issue is problem. Okay, now, but if I ask you guys, how many issues do you have? How many issues do you have? What does that mean? How many issues do you have? What does that mean there? Good, correct, Niranjan. It can also mean children. Correct. Yes. Issue also means child or children. So there are lots of such words in English which have more than one meaning. So issue, problem, and children. Okay. It's sort of like a pun intended. Okay. Right, guys. Next one. So ante means before. Now you're studying law. Correct. 2:30 to 4:30 you've had your law classes. Can you tell me what's an antecedent, guys? When courts take their decisions, sometimes when they rely on precedents or antecedents. What are precedents or antecedents? Correct. So when you say ante means before. Don't confuse it with anti, A-N-T-I. That means against. Ante means before. Seed means happen. Correct. So antecedent or precedent means something that's happened before, an earlier occurrence. So probably a previous case where a similar decision or similar circumstances were faced. Okay. Cardinal. If you say it's a cardinal rule of mathematics. Now, check Dhruva, a little bit. You're going a little bit off. But yeah, close enough. Correct. Fundamental. Card means heart, guys. Cardio, cardiologist, cardiac, heart. So if you say you're the heart of this organization, you're the essence, you're the center, you're the core. So it's a cardinal rule of mathematics. It's the essential rule of mathematics. It's the core of mathematics. Clear? Now next one, you don't need my help. You can tell me. What is the meaning of carn, guys? What do carnivorous animals do? Yeah, correct. Carn means flesh. Correct. Good. Carnage means mass murder. Same with genocide. Hitler. Remember the mass genocide of Jews. Correct. Carnage means massacre. Very good. Good synonyms, guys. Very good. Yeah. So genocide, massacre, carnage. Side means skill. When you say genocide, homicide, suicide, yes, mass killing. Correct. Gen means class, side means skill. Very good. Mass killing. Okay. Okay, guys. Clear? Any doubts still here? So root words are nothing but we are figuring out the meaning of the parts and we are putting it together to get the meaning of the whole. Okay. Right, guys. We'll continue with this. Let's explore some other areas also. Carnage, mass killing. Carn means flesh. Carnage means flesh everywhere. Slaughter, mass killing. Okay, like Kalinga War, after which Ashoka left, wars. So carnage, mass killing. Okay, brutal mass killing. Okay, right. Now, there is another important part of our vocabulary chapter, that is connotation and denotation. Can you all tell me what is the difference, guys? Correct. Ashoka adopted Buddhism after that. Yes, exactly, Adarsh. So good. When you learn it with examples, it becomes really easy to relate. Okay. What is the difference, guys, between connotation and denotation? Because you're asked to classify words. You're asked to select words accordingly to fill in the blanks. So it's crucial to understand this. Can you tell me what is connotation? What is denotation? Anyone? Now, chalo, I'll give you examples. Dictionary words are connotations. No, Adarsh, that's denotation. That's denotation. Denotation means the literal meaning of the word. The literal meaning of the word is called as denotation, guys. What is connotation then? I'll give you an example. Let's make it easier. Good, good, Adarsh. See, I'll give you an example. Let's see. Now, suppose I give you two words, guys. Okay. If I give you two words, skinny and slim. When you check the meaning in the dictionary, you will find that skinny also means thin, slim also means thin, correct? So the literal meaning or the denotation is the same. The dictionary meaning or the literal meaning or the actual meaning or the dictionary meaning is the same. But if I ask you which word is positive, guys, and which word is negative, which word is positive, which word is negative, what would you be rather called? You would rather want to be called, yeah, skinny. What happens, the connotation there becomes negative, and slim, the connotation is positive. Correct. The meaning or the denotation is same, but the connotation or the feeling that the word produces, does it give you a positive feeling? Does it give you a negative feeling? That is different. Correct. That is different. Okay, let's see. Let's see a lot of words. Now, I will give you the words. You tell me whether they are positive, negative. If you feel it's negative, tell me a positive way of writing it. If you feel it's positive, tell me a negative way of writing it. Okay. Disabled. Disabled. Positive or negative, everyone? Disabled. Disabled. Check carefully. Disabled. Positive or negative? No, again, challenged would again be negative. I want you to tell me a positive way of writing it. Disabled, challenged. These are all negative words. What would you rather call a person? Positive, yeah, very good. Either you call it as differently abled, that'll be neutral, but specially abled is positive. Correct. Specially abled is positive. Very good. Okay. If I give you the meaning, if I give you the word, let's say, stingy. Stingy is someone who does not want to spend money at all, who's a miser. Correct. Who's what we call conjuice. Correct. So that's negative. Tell me a more positive way of saying, calling someone who spends carefully, who does not want to waste money. What would you call such a person? Stingy or miser always takes a negative connotation, correct? What would you rather call a person who spends carefully, who's not wasting money, correct? Who spends carefully? What should you call such a person? Yeah, one word, Abhiram. Can you tell me one word for that? Good, Lokesh. Economical, very good. What about the others? There's so many words that you can add on. Come on, guys, think. Okay, what are these stores called where you get stuff for a cheaper price? What are these stores called where you get stuff for cheaper prices? What do you call such stores? Okay. Okay, guys, I'll help you out. Thrift stores. So I can call you thrifty. I can call you frugal. Correct. Thrifty, economical, frugal, these would be positive. Correct. Okay. If you say something is cheap, negative. Tell me a positive spin on cheap. Come on, think, guys. A positive spin on cheap. Instead of saying it's cheap, good, you will say it's inexpensive. Very good. Inexpensive. Okay. Good. Pusillanimous will be coward. Pusillanimous is different. Pusillanimous is a person who's a coward, who's scared. Yeah, you would say inexpensive. Okay. Right. Instead of, let's say, stubborn. Stubborn is a negative way. What would you call a person who wants to do what he wants to do? What would be a positive spin? Very good, Adarsh. Very good. Determined. Correct. Good. Adamant is again negative. Prerna, adamant. Again, same as stubborn. You call it adamant, you call it obstinate, stubborn itself. But determined is positive. Pig-headed is again negative. Okay. Yes, right. Instead of calling someone fat, easy. Tell me a better way of saying fat. You wouldn't want your relatives to call you. Acha, obese is even obese is an even more negative word. Tell me a positive spin on it. Acha, chubby. Okay. Healthy. Yeah. Have you heard of this word, pleasantly plump? Flabby is bad, na guys. Flabby means you have a lot of flabs hanging around. So that's actually negative. Okay, so pleasantly plump. That's still better off, but otherwise fat, obese, flabby becomes a little hurtful. Okay. Okay, guys, now you give me some examples. Come on. Anyone? Any positive, negative words that you can think of? Chalo, sympathy. Tell me the negative form of sympathy. Sympathy is good. We should sympathize with others. People would want your sympathy, but nobody would want your sympathy or concern is good. But nobody would want your what? Pity. Correct. Nobody wants you to think, okay, Papa, so sad. What? You know, nobody would want your pity. But people would definitely want your sympathy. Okay. So is it clear, guys? What is denotation? What is connotation? Yes or no? Clear? All clear. Okay. Okay, guys. Now let's have a look at the material. Okay. 1 minute. Just let me share that across and let's pick up a lot of exercises from that. Okay. Yeah, let's start. 1 minute. Okay. Are you all able to see the material on your screens, guys? Okay, guys, so let's start with the discussion. So this is the material, guys, that I've compiled and consolidated for all of you. So these are the chapters, as I said, communication, active voice, passive voice, direct, indirect speech. Are you all able to see? Yeah. Vocabulary, comprehension, passages. Thank you, Lokesh. Thanks a lot. I love interacting with students. So that actually makes my day. I've not been well, but I love interacting with students. So comprehension passages, note making, basics of writing, lot of writing coming your way. So those of you who have practice of writing, guys, you'll like it a lot. So Pressy writing, article writing, see lot of writing, report writing, formal letters, circulars and memos, formal mails, resume writing, meeting, everything, guys, a lot to do with writing. Okay, so we'll have to do a lot of writing together. But don't worry, we'll get that all sorted. So guys, I don't want to start with the communication chapter first. What I will take you through is the vocab chapter. Communication, will come to the end of it. Because this is theory, theory, theory. Once you've done the entire practical part of it, this theory will become really easy for you. So let's not, think too much about that now. Let's start with practice first. Okay, and then the rest of it will be sorted out. Okay. Right, guys. So let's start. This chapter that we're going to take up first is our vocabulary chapter. Okay, guys. So this is what we're going to start with. Now, why is vocabulary important? I'm sure all of you have already told me about it. You are all good. Some of you are authors and writers yourself. So you know that when it comes to vocabulary, it is very crucial because it's your base. Anything that you have to write, guys, for that, what do we need? We need vocab. Without vocabulary, what will you write? Without the right words, how will you write? Okay, you might have the thought, but then in order to put that thought into practice, what is needed is vocabulary. So it helps us to communicate well. It helps us to understand what people are saying. It helps us to put across our thought. You would have seen, a lot of people suffer because they might have the knowledge, they might have the skill sets, but when they go for these interviews, the only area that is a problem for them is vocabulary. So maybe they're not able to answer the way they want to. If it was a regional language, they would have given answers very quickly. But then, the need of the day today is English. Right. So we have to build a strong vocabulary base, guys. Only then we would be able to write and read and answer all the questions. So it helps us to communicate very lucidly or very clearly, and definitely a good impression. I'm sure all of you know that. A good speaker always makes a good impression. So it helps us to understand what other people are saying. It helps us to speak clearly, explain our thoughts clearly. It also helps us in thinking. Many times we tell people, when we do math questions or, quantitative aptitude questions, the first step to getting the question right, your 50% of your answer is got if you've understood the question correctly. How will you understand the question correctly? Through vocabulary and grammar. So that's why vocabulary becomes really essential. And just as we have four types of communication skills, guys, you have four types of vocabulary. So listening, speaking, reading, writing. Very important. When you look at, okay, guys, I'll ask you this. How do we learn language and how do we practice it? Out of these four, how do we pick it up? And out of these four, how do we put it into practice? Listening helps us to pick up the language or to practice the language. Listening and reading, it helps us to pick it up or to practice. It helps us to pick it up. That's why it's called receptive. It's helping us to get it. Correct? Yeah, and we speak to practice. We write to practice. We speak and write to express ourselves. So there's something called as receptive vocabulary through which we gain, we understand, and there's something called as expressive vocabulary through which we put things into practice. Okay, now what are our question areas? Not a lot of theory, guys, in the vocabulary chapter because the questions that you get are all questions on synonyms, antonyms, idioms. They're all practical questions. These are the 7 areas, okay, that we will be focusing on. Synonyms and antonyms, yes, with the help of what? With the help of root words. What I just explained to you, RPS, with the help of root words. Synonyms, words which are similar in meaning. Antonyms, words which are opposites. Very crucial, guys. You will definitely get questions on this. In your you get 1 mark questions on this. 1 mark for a synonym question, 1 mark for an antonym question, 1 or 2 marks for an idiom question. Sometimes it comes in your 5 marker as well. Okay, you can get a foreign expression of which you have to figure out the meaning. Again, what will help us here is our root words. Okay, Connotations, denotations, just as I explained you right now, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. Collocations, I'll help you out with it. We'll come to it. Idioms and phrasal verbs also, we'll have a look at it, guys. But now let's try to grapple through these things. Synonyms, antonyms, foreign words, connotations. Very crucial, very scoring, guys. Not a lot of work to do. Okay, let's start with this now. First exercise. Denotation versus connotation. As we discussed, guys, what is denotation? Denotation is the literal, strict dictionary meaning of the word. So when I look at, for example, when I look at aroma and when I look at stench, both mean smell. So the denotation is the same. But can you tell me connotation, guys? Now, can you tell me which of these words are positive and which of these words are negative? First one, frugal. Remember we discussed it. Frugal, thrifty, economical. What was frugal, thrifty, economical, guys? Positive. Correct. Yes, Lokesh. Aroma is also positive. Correct. Stingy, miser, conjuice, negative. Aroma. Aroma is the smell from what, guys? Aroma is the smell from what? Aroma is the smell that we get from food, spices, correct. Spices or food. Smell that we get from flowers. What is that called? Fragrance. Fragrance. Any other good smell, pleasant smell, what do you call that? Perfume. Correct. Okay, can you all tell me what is a smell that you get from wine called? Smell that you get from wine. Anyone? Smell that you get from wine, what is that called? Why am I asking you this is because, look at this. I'm sorry, 1 second. I've increased the size too much. Okay, guys, what is a group of flowers called? What do you call a group of flowers? Let's say your friend is getting married. What will you take to your friend as a gift? Correct. I will take a bouquet. Correct. Yes, 1 second, guys. Let me adjust the pen a little bit. Okay, so you will take a bouquet. Okay, so bouquet also represents, what is the other meaning of bouquet? Bouquet is the smell that you get from wine. So that's another homonym or homonym for you. Same spelling, but different meanings. So bouquet is also the smell that you get from wine. That's also called as a bouquet. Okay. Right. Clear, guys? Okay. Now, cheap and inexpensive. As we discussed, cheap is again what, guys? Cheap is negative, inexpensive is positive or neutral. I can also categorize that as neutral. Okay. Childish, childlike. Come on, guys. Now answer. This is something new. Childish, childlike. What's the difference? Childish, childlike. What's the difference? Childlike is positive, good. Okay, childlike is positive. Don't lose your childlike innocence. Don't lose your innocent quality. Be innocent. Childish is negative. He's behaving in a very childish manner. Very juvenile, very immature. Correct. Childish is negative. Determined is again positive. Stubborn, negative. Remember we discussed it. Either you call it as stubborn, guys, or you call it as pig-headed. A pig-headed person, obstinate person is also a very stubborn person. Okay, disabled, specially able, discussed already, negative, positive. Skinny, you all told me negative, positive. Okay, what about vain and proud, guys? Come on, vain and proud. You say that you're proud of your children. Is that positive or negative? You're proud of your children. Positive. It's good to be proud, but it's bad to be vain. Vain means you're too self-involved. You think too much about yourself. You think very highly of yourself. You're not modest. Vain is the opposite of humble or modest. So having vanity is negative, but being proud is positive. Okay, vain also has two meanings, guys. One meaning of vain is someone who's too proud, who thinks too much of himself, negative. The other meaning of vain, you say, I studied so much, but the exam got cancelled. It all went in vain. It all went down the drain. It all went in vain means it was useless or futile. Okay. Bravery and bravado. What do you think? Bravery, definitely positive. Our soldiers are really brave. What is bravado, guys? I'll give you an example to understand this. There is a very popular idiom, paper tiger. Paper tiger. What do you mean by paper tiger? Paper tiger. Should you be scared of it? Should you not be scared of it? What's a paper tiger? Good. Paper tiger. Yeah, good. Very good, guys. Bravado, only pretending to be brave. You're just showing off. But actually, there is nothing in you. You know, you just want to show off, show that act that you're brave, but actually you're not brave. Correct. So bravado is also of bravery. That's negative. Adventurous. It's good to be adventurous. You all told me that you love traveling. So that's so nice. That's good to be adventurous, but it's bad to be foolhardy. Reckless, careless, foolish, driving a bike without wearing helmet. That's foolhardy. That's foolishness. It's a bad show of bravery, not required. Okay. Now, quickly, guys, try out this exercise. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. You have to classify these words for me under positive, negative, and neutral. I'll give you 2 minutes. Run through the list. Okay, and then we'll start answering it. Come on, everyone. Run through the list. I'll help you out with the first one. Staring at someone is negative. Right. Staring at someone is negative. Nobody would want you to stare at them. It's negative. Gaze and look steadily. Decide, guys. Positive, neutral. Come on. That is you try it out first and then I'll help you out. Come on. Correct. Stare is negative. Gaze and look steadily, guys. Decide. Okay. Okay. Just try out the list once, guys. We'll discuss it in detail. First, you just glance through it. Figure out your answers for everyone. Okay. Done, guys? Give me a yes. Give me a thumbs up if you're done. We can start discussing then. Yes, good. Okay, yes, guys, good. You all were right. Very good, guys. Gaze is positive. Look steadily is neutral. And stare is definitely negative. When you say gaze, for example, there's a beautiful sight, there's a beautiful scenery. You can't take your eyes off of it. So what will you do? You're just gazing at it. Gazing means you're struck by it. It's so attractive, it's so beautiful that you can't take your eyes off it. So then you would gaze at it. You don't gaze, you don't stare at a painting. You can gaze at a painting. But if I say look steadily, that's a neutral word. But gaze, why it becomes positive, because what you're looking at is so beautiful, it's so attractive that you're not able to take your eyes off of it. So gaze is positive, look steady is neutral, and stare is definitely negative. Okay. Brainwash. Yeah, if a politician in his speech is trying to brainwash the listeners, negative. Persuade, encourage. Come on, all of you can do it. Yes, we can, you can crack it. So, what is persuasion, motivation, stimulation? Positive. Influence could go both ways. You could have a positive, and your friends could have a positive influence on you. Your friends could have a negative influence on you. So, that becomes neutral. Correct. The train is delayed. You'll be very sad. Let's say you're going on an excursion or a trip with your friend and your train is delayed. Bad. The train is not on time and tardy. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Now I've confused you a little. Come on. I've told you delayed is negative. Not on time is what? That should also be negative then. Think, guys. Am I right? Have I told you the right answer or the wrong answer? Yeah. Good. Good analysis, guys. Good. So you're all very attentive. Very good. See, if you say, it's all of them mean the same, the meaning is definitely not good because you will be sad. But what is a better way of putting it? That's the main. How do you sugarcoat it? Or how do you put it in a more refined manner? How do you put it in a politer way? If you're tardy, you're very lazy. You're very lazy. You're not on time because you don't want to be on time. Correct. That's definitely negative. Not on time is neutral. Delayed, I'm sorry I was delayed. I was held up somewhere. I'm really sorry. Positive. It's a better way of saying it. That's all we are discussing here. Okay. It's a better way of saying it. Okay. Somewhat interested, nosy, and curious. When you ask a lot of questions in class, should I call you nosy or should I call you curious? It's good to ask a lot of questions in class, guys. So I say it's good to be curious. It's good to be inquisitive. Correct. It's good to be curious. Your neighbor is very nosy, always butts into your business. Negative. Somewhat interested. Somewhat interested. Yeah, that's also around neutral to negative. Okay. It borders on negative also, guys, because the word somewhat is used. Correct. Okay. Lazily, without haste, leisurely. You're writing a mail. Okay. Please reply at your leisure, at your convenience. Positive, in a relaxed, leisurely manner. Correct. Without haste is basically the meaning. So that's neutral. That's the denotation. Lazy, for sure, negative. Now, guys, can you tell me synonyms for lazy? Can you tell me some synonyms for lazy? Any synonym for lazy, guys? One is definitely tardy. What else? Lazy. Lethargic. Very good, Benaka. Good. Lethargic. No, restless on the other hand will be someone who can't stay still. For example, I have a 5-month-old child at home. He's very restless. He can't stay still. Yeah. Idle. Correct. Lethargic, idle, lazy. Okay, there's also a type of bear, no, guys. There's a type of bear, a lazy. The meaning of that is lazy. Good. Sloth. Sloth bear. Correct. So you're very slothful. Correct, Benaka. Correct, Dhruva. Slothful. Loafing around doing nothing. Okay. Slack. Yes, the business is going through the slack season. Slow season. Sluggish season. Good. Very good. Correct. Slow, sluggish, slothful, idle, lethargic, lazy. Yeah, correct. Okay. Good. Next one. Ask of someone, demand, request, which is polite. Which is polite. Request. Yeah, demanding is like you are entitled to it, so I need it. You have to give it to me. Entitlement comes in there. That's negative. Ask of someone is the meaning, so that's the neutral word. Gathering, large group, mob, which is unruly, which is disorderly, which is chaotic, which can create violence, which can lead to riots. Which is that? Mob. Mob is negative. Okay. Gathering is positive. Peaceful gathering, you say, no? Gathering is positive. Large group is the neutral meaning or the denotation. Correct. Okay, I will discuss with others is the meaning. Debate and argue, guys. Tell me which is positive, which is negative. Discussion is the neutral. That's the meaning. Correct. If someone says, why are you both arguing? You should say, we are not arguing, we are debating. So correct. Debate is positive. It's healthy. Debate is healthy. Argument is unhealthy. Good. Correct. Okay. Observe, watch, spy. Observe carefully. Positive. I will not say spy carefully. Spy. Negative. Can you tell me another synonym for a spy, guys? Someone who leaks your secrets to the enemy. Can you tell me another synonym for spy? What do you call a person who leaks your secrets to the enemy? You can call the person as a mole. M-O-L-E. Mole. You have a mole in your group. Someone who's leaking your secrets to the others. Okay. Yeah, sort of like a traitor, betrayer. Yeah, correct. A flash mob is good. Correct. Yes, Sahana. But that is because of the what you're attaching before it, flash. But you know why is it called mob there? General usage of mob is negative. Okay, I'll give you this example, guys. Let us say, okay, I'll give you an example. Let me help you out with that. 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, right. Now, when I say thrifty, okay, we discussed that. No, thrift. Thrift means what, guys? Positive or negative? Tell me. Thrift is what? Positive or negative? Thrift, positive. Someone who spends carefully, correct? Okay. But if I add, now, if I make it spendthrift, negative. Spendthrift is a person who wastes money. Spendthrift is a person who wastes money. So sometimes it depends on the prefix that you add and the meaning might completely change. So if I'm just using mob as is, it's negative. But when I say flash mob, because of the usage, and that's also a new term. Okay, it's not something which has been around for a long time. But when you use it as flash mob, then it's positive because you're not doing anyone any harm. So that way it's positive, but that's evolved over time. The meaning has sort of evolved or changed. That becomes positive because of the word flash that we are adding to it. Clear, Sahana? Okay. Right. Assertive, confident, pushy. Pushy is negative. Assertive, you always know, no? Assertive communication. Put your point across confidently. Yeah. Firmly confident is the meaning. That's neutral. Okay. But if you're assertive, it's good. You should put your point across assertively. Don't let others dominate you. That's good. That's positive. Okay, clear, guys? Now, why is this entire discussion? How do the questions come? The questions come in this manner. A sentence is given, two words are given. One would be the positive spin on it, one would be the negative spin on it. Depending upon the sentence, whether that sentence is positive or negative, you have to choose the right option there. Okay, right. Makes sense, guys? Come on. So I'll do the first one with you. This refrigerator is dash, but Sonam did not mind paying extra because of the numerous useful features it has. It says useful features. No, focus on it. It says useful features. So the sentence has a positive meaning. Which is positive? Overpriced would mean that it's not worth it. But she says it's worth it. So a better way of putting it would be expensive. When you say overpriced, it means it's not worth it. It's not worth its price. So that's negative. So answer would be expensive. Good. Okay. Right. Let's do it together, guys. Come on. Shiv Tomar and his dash have controlled the management of the company for 14 years now. I wish Arindam Chatterjee is elected president this time. You want Shiv Tomar's leadership to change. So you're not happy with him. You're not satisfied with him. It's a negative sentence. Sorry. Yeah. It's a negative. Okay, guys, there's some 1 minute. Slight disruption. Yeah. It's a negative sentence. So what will you say? Employees or cronies? Cronies. What are cronies, guys? With all the debate about nepotism going around, Cronies is one word that I'm sure you would be able to identify. Who are your cronies? Cronies are like your buddies. Okay, whom you do a lot of favoritism towards, whom you do a lot of partiality towards, who are your favorites, you know, they are called as your cronies. They are like your followers, what you say, no, your chamchas. They are called as your cronies. Okay, those people who butter you and always stay in your good books in order to get benefits from you. Yeah, they are called as cronies. So that's a negative word, correct. So answer would be cronies. Okay, hopefully I won't have to share office space with Mrs. Singh. She can be very, you don't want to share office space with her. Why? Because she's very nosy. Good, very good, correct. Good guys, very good. Please ask Rohit to turn down the volume. Why? Because I can't concentrate. So is it music to your ears or is it noise to your ears? You want him to switch it off. You want him to turn it down. Correct. It's noise to your ears. Very good. Okay. Next one. Mr. Nair had better be wary. What is the meaning of wary? Wary means careful, cautious. He should be careful. He should be cautious of his neighbor. Why should you be cautious? Because she's very cunning. No, clever is good. It's good to be clever. It's good to be clever. She's very cunning. Tell me which word here means cunning. Like very cunning, very crafty. Correct. Correct. The answer option here would be crafty. She's very cunning. Another synonym for crafty, guys, would be artful. She's very artful. She's very cunning. What is the opposite of artful, guys? Which word would mean simple, very basic, very innocent? What would be the opposite of artful? Instead of full, what suffix should I use there? But from art itself. Instead of artful, art what? Artless. Correct. Perfect. Artless. She's very artless. She's very artless. Artless becomes she's very simple or she's very modest. Okay. Very innocent. I have great respect for your brother. Great respect. Positive. Who is reserved or antisocial. Even when you go to an interview and someone asks you, what is your weakness? You shouldn't say I'm antisocial. What should you say? I'm a little bit, yeah, you're slightly introvertish or you're slightly reserved. Correct. You're an introvert, reserved, silent. You don't socialize much, but you're not antisocial. What I can say is you are asocial. Correct. You are asocial, but definitely not antisocial. My friend can't stand her mother-in-law. You can't tolerate her. She's thrifty or miserly. Tell me, guys. Now this we have discussed. Everyone. Thrifty or miserly. She has a lot of money, but you don't want to help others. It's like, would you take it all to your grave with you? No, thrifty would be positive. Miser. Correct. She's very miserly. She's very conjuice. She's very stingy. She does not want to spend money. Yeah. The new saleswoman tends to be enthusiastic or pushy. She's scaring them away. She's scaring them away. She's putting herself, she's forcing herself on them. So she's very pushy. Correct. She's forcing themselves on, forcing herself on them. So they run away from her. Why? Because she's very pushy. Okay. Good, guys. Did you understand the significance of denotation and connotation? Okay. Now, in order to come to root words and synonyms and antonyms, what I want you to do is, guys, I will want you to do a little bit of homework. Okay, now what homework? I have given you a list of almost, if you look at this list, this is the most extensive list that you will find, guys, of root words all in one place. I have given you a list of 100 root words. More than sufficient, all that you need. Trust me on that. More than sufficient, all that you need. Now, how will our preparation go about this? So, 100 root words, guys. Okay, we are going to do 20 classes together. 100 by 20, how much is it? 5. All you have to do every day is 5 root words. Can you do that for me, guys? 5 root words every day. Not more than 10 words. Not more than 10 minutes. Every day 5 root words. Why? Because guys, very crucial. Vocabulary is very crucial. It's the base to understand your RCs. It's the base for your synonym antonym questions. So how I have put it across is, I've given you the root word, its meaning, and sample words from it. Chalo, today's 5 words, I will do it with you. Okay, and tomorrow's 5 words, you will come and do it, and then we will discuss it in class. Okay, if you have more words from your side, do throw them in. Come on, let's start. A or an. Then I will take you through the synonym questions. Okay, let's just try these 5 out together first. A or an, not or without. Asymmetrical, not symmetrical. Sim means same, so you're going to pick up a lot more root words here. Symmetrical means identical. If you cut it into half, the left side and the right side is same. Asymmetrical, not symmetrical. Anhydrous. What is hydra, guys? You will have to analyze each word. What is hydra? What is hydro, hydra, hydrogen, dehydration? Water, H2O. Anhydrous, no water, without water, dry. Amoral, no morals. Correct. Anarchy. We did anarchy, no guys. What was archy? Archy was rule. Anarchy, no ruler. Chaos. Correct. Apathy. We just covered sympathy. Sympathy means concern or feeling. What is apathy, guys? What is apathy? Pathy means feelings. What is apathy? You're bothered or not bothered? Correct. No concern. You're least bothered. You're indifferent. It does not make you any difference. Correct. Yeah. You have no concern. You're not bothered. You're apathetic about the suffering of the poor. It makes no difference to you. Atheist. What is Theo, guys? Theo means God. Who's a theist? Who's correct? Very good. Good, Dhruva. Atheist is a person who does not believe in God. Theist is a person who believes in God. Correct. What would you call a person who's confused, guys? Who's confused about the existence of God? What do you call such a person? Who's not sure? Because not necessary, it's not necessary that you're a believer or a non-believer. Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you need more evidence or proof. What do you call a person who's doubtful about the existence of God? Anyone? No? Okay, I will help you out with the word then. You will call such a person as agnostic. An agnostic person is a person who is doubtful about the existence of God. Agnostic. Yeah, correct. So Adarsha, that's the, that is the, what do you say? That's the synonym of atheist, Nastic and Astic. But Theo actually comes from Latin. Theo means God in Latin. For example, if you're a person who believes in one religion, correct. What do you call a person who believes in one religion? One God, sorry. You will call that person as monotheist. Okay, what would you call a person who believes in many religions or many gods? Think, guys, instead of mono, what will I put? Polytheist. Good, Dhruva. Correct. What would you call someone who believes in all gods? All gods. Every god. Pantheist. Pan. The offices of the company are located pan-India. Pan means everywhere. So if you say pantheist, believing in all gods. So Theo means God. Okay. Right. Next one. Very important word, guys. AC, ACR, ACER. Sharp and sour. Sour. Which food item is sour, guys? Tell me, give me an example which all of us should be which all of us should eat now to boost our immunity. What are you eating? Which has a lot of vitamin C. Correct. Lemon. So sour is something which is like lemony, bittery, orangey. Correct. Tangy. Okay. Something that sort of pinches you. Correct. Yes. So all of these words mean either sharp or sour. Acid is something which is very sharp. Your tongue is very acidic. Your tongue is very sharp. It's very bitter. Your remarks are very acidulous. They're very sharp. They're very bitter. Your nature is very acerbic. It's very sharp. It's very bitter. Apple and Samsung got into a very acrimonious dispute. Again, very sharp, very bitter. Acrimonious is an important word, guys. Do not forget this. Very sharp, very bitter. The dispute right now between, let's say, Trump and, let's say Trump's comments on China are very acerbic or acrimonious. He always keeps blaming China now for what we are facing. So bitter, harsh. Okay, what is acumen, guys? If you say my dad's a businessman, my mom's a businesswoman, my brother is a businessman, even I have good business acumen. What is acumen? What is acumen? No? Acumen, business acumen. Sharp sense, correct. You're very good in that field. You have good knowledge, you have good insight, you have very good sharp knowledge in that field, correct. Exacerbate, you had a cold. You went out and got wet in the rain. Your cold has exacerbated. It has become even sharper or severe. It has worsened. Acme, right now he's at the acme of his career. What do you mean by acme? Right now, he's at the acme of his career. What is acme? Peak, correct. Summit, topmost, correct. What would you call bottommost, guys? What will you call bottommost? What do you call bottommost? Anyone? Bottommost? No? Pit, yeah, good, good. What else? You can also call that nadir. 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 Nadir means the lowest point or bottommost. Okay, now very important root word, guys. AMI, all, everything to do with love, friend, care. Love, friend. Can you tell me what's this? Three friends went on a trip. What's another word for friend, guys? Come on. What's another word for friend? What's another word for friend? Three friends went on a trip. What's the Spanish word for friend? Amigo. Correct. Correct. Have you guys gone on a trip? Anyone's gone with trips to with your friends, guys? Where did you go? Anyone taken a trip with your friends? Oh, wow. Where did you go? Yeah, I was expecting this. Correct. Okay. Wow, nice. Wonderful. So you all love exploring. Yeah, so you went to Kerala, you went to Goa, you went to Hyderabad, you went to Dandeli. Yeah, you went to these places with your amigos. You went with your friends. Okay, now very confused. Okay, now most of you told me, guys, that you love cricket. You love painting. You're an author. You write poems. So if I say, okay, Lokesh is an amateur cricketer. What do you mean by amateur cricketer? Or what is amateur cricketer? Or someone said they love cooking. Who said cooking? I forgot. Okay, so if I say, chalo, let's say Sushmita. Sushmita is a amateur cook. Yeah, I will combine Adarsh and Rishi's answer. Guys, amateur is a person who's just a beginner or a learner. But why is the person doing that? Because he's really passionate about it. So you're passionate, but you're just a beginner or a learner. Correct. Okay, now very confused, commonly confused is, guys, amiable and amicable. Can you sort this out for me? It was a dash divorce. It was an amiable divorce or it was an amicable divorce? It was an amiable divorce or it was an amicable divorce? Okay. Guys, can I say it was a lovable divorce? Amiable means lovable. Amiable means lovable. No, amicable. It was an amicable divorce means it was on friendly terms. There was no bitterness. There was no enmity. It was mutually agreed. So the difference is amiable has to do more with love. You have a very amiable relationship with your colleagues. Good. You have an amicable relationship with your colleagues, that's also okay. But if I say two companies reached a dash solution, I can't say two companies reached a lovable solution, but I can say two companies reached a friendly, agreeable solution. So amiable is lovable. Amicable, on the other hand, amicable is to do with mutual agreement, friendly, nothing bitter, nothing enmity, no enmity about it. Similarly, amity is the opposite of enmity. Yeah, okay, yes, okay. Amalgamate. All of you are commerce students. Tell me, guys, what is amalgamation? What is amalgamation? Amalgamation. Two companies amalgamating. Combination, merger. Very good. Okay, right now all of us are taking a lot of kadhas, a lot of home remedies, a lot of this thing. Whenever we get a cold, none of us are taking antibiotics. We are taking a lot of herbal remedies to ameliorate our situation, to ameliorate our immunity. What is What is ameliorate, guys? Correct. Improvement, betterment, boosting, supporting. Correct. Enhancing. Good. Good, guys. Very good. Okay. ALI, alternate Monday, Wednesday, Friday, alternate days. Please give me another alternative. I'm not liking this. I'm not comfortable with the timings. Please give me an alternative time slot. Another one. Alteration, change, alien, another planet, stranger. What's an alias, guys? If you watch a lot of crime shows, okay, I don't know, Mentalist, what else is there? Castle, what else? There's so many crime shows. What's an alias? What's an alias, guys? I'm a spy. I will not use my own name. When I'm infiltrating a terrorist organization, I will change my name. Good, Abhiram. Another name. Correct. What you also call pseudonym. Why pseudo? Pseudo means fake. So you can also call it as pseudonym, a fake name. Correct. Pseudonym. Okay. Alter ego. What is alter ego? What is alter? Very good, Siddhant. Wonderful. Another self, another identity. For example, if you're an actor, okay, in real life, you're very reserved. But once you come in front of the camera, you transform into this completely different person who's very active, very social, very expressive. So, alter ego, another side to yourself, another identity or another personality. Okay. Right, let's come to the fifth word for today, guys. Amble. Ambulance. Why? Because it can move. It's not stationary. Somnambulate. Guys, anyone somnambulates? Som, insomnia, not able to sleep. Som, sleep. Anyone somnambulates, guys? Any somnambulists here? Sleepwalkers. No? Any sleep talkers? Anyone talks in their sleep? Okay. You talk in your sleep, then that is somlocution. If you talk in your sleep, that's somlocution. If you walk in your sleep, that's somnambulate. Locution means to talk, guys. Okay. Circumambulate. Break it down for me, guys. Come on, everyone. What is circum? What is the meaning of the word circum? Circumference. Circum. What is circum? No, circular, circum. What does it mean? Circumambulate. When you go to a temple, let's say, what do you do round and round and round the shrine? When you're getting married, what do you do round and round and round the fire? What do you do? You circumambulate. You walk around. You go round and round and round. So circum is round, ambulate is walk, walk around in circles. Amble, you're getting bored, the weather is really good, you decide to go for an amble, walk. preamble, constitution, before, amble, walk, preface, something that comes before. Clear, guys? Yes. So similarly, every day, I want you to analyze 5 root words. So today's homework for all of you, you would be analyzing root words 6 to 10. Okay, everyone? 6 to 10, you will analyze them. You will figure out the meaning. You will think of a usage. You will break it down. For example, mono means one, an means no, patri means father, matri means mother, theo means God, demos means people, auto means self. Similarly, you will break down these 10 words for me and get it. Trust me, guys, once we go through this list, you would have added or you would have revised or you would have learned round about 1,000 more words. Okay? 1,000 to say is minimum. Okay? Done. Now, let's try out some questions, guys, on this. Come on. Let's try out some questions. Let's see. Chalo, let's try out some synonyms and antonyms. Come on, everyone. Just tell me the answer. Okay, just tell me the answer, guys. The remaining options, when we cover up all the words, it'll become clear. But as of now, just tell me the right answer. Acumen. Tell me the synonym for acumen. You have good business acumen. What is acumen? I'll increase the font size for you. Come on, acumen. We just now did that. AC, ACR, ACER. Correct. You have good insight. You have good knowledge. You have sharp insight. Very good, guys. Okay. Come on. Next one. Prescient. Break it down. Come on. Pre and science. The first word that we took up. Come on, everyone. Synonym. No? Anyone? Correct. Pre means before, right then and there. To know before something happens. Correct. Foretell. Before, tell. Know before. Foresee, forecast, foretell, predict. Correct, guys. Guys, everyone will answer. I'll wait for your answers, not to worry, but everyone will answer. Amiable, ami, love, care, friendship. Which other word has the same root word? Love, friendly. What do you think? What's the synonym? Okay, Lokesh has given his answer. What about the others? Come on, Adarsh, Sahana, Bharat, Dhruva, Benaka, Rishi, Hasika, Abdul, Abhiram. Come on, everyone. Sahana, yeah. Come on, tell me the answer. Amicable, guys, directly. Benevolent is more to do with kindness. Bene, we'll come to that, okay? When we do the letter B, we'll come to that. Benevolent is kind. Amiable and amicable are more to do with love and friendship. Same root word. Ami. Solved then and there. Okay, B9. You go to a doctor, not you. Sorry, you shouldn't. It shouldn't happen to you. Someone goes to a doctor and the doctor says, don't worry. It's a B9 tumor. It will not harm you. It will go away on its own. Just take the medicines. B9 means what? Bene. Bene means what? Benefit, benevolent. Correct. It's harmless. The opposite of that is malicious, guys. Mal, bad. Correct. B9, innocent or harmless. Good, Benaka. Good, Rishi. Correct, Punita. Good, Hasika. Okay, senile. Senile. Break down the word. You're in your second PU. What would you call your first year degree students, second year degree students of your college, third year degree students of your college? What would you call them? You would call them your seniors. Now, you have to tell me the synonym. Senile means old. Seni, senior citizens, old. Adolescent is more to do with young adults. It's again young adults. Juvenile is again under 18. Octogenarian. Octa means 8. So someone who's 80 to 89 years. Mature. All of you are mature, but all of you are not senile. Mature is to do with mind. Answer is senescent. Senile and senescent both is to do with old age. Arthritis is a senile condition. It's a senescent condition. Means it affects people who are in their old age. Maturity is not to do with age. Maturity is to do with your development or with your mind. Okay. So answer option over here is senescent. Good. Sen. Same root word, guys. Once you catch the root word, our job becomes very easy. Reincarnation. Focus on re. Good. Carn, flesh. Again taking the flesh form, again being born, rebirth. Carnage we did. Remember, mass slaughter, mass killing. Carnivore, eats flesh. And retro, back. Retrogress is the opposite of progress. Progress means to go forward. Regress and retrogress means to go back. Correct. Genocide. Remember, side means what, guys? Suicide, pesticide, insecticide. Class, Hitler's genocide of Jews. Very good, guys. Good. 100% accuracy. Very good. Massacre. Okay. Suicide, killing yourself. What is homicide, guys? What do you mean by Homo sapiens? What is Homo sapiens? Correct. Humans. So homicide means to kill a human. Senicide, we just now did, old. To kill someone who is old. Homicide, killing a human. Senicide, killing someone who is old. Antigen, anti, against. All these bacteria, viruses, all of these are antigens. Bad gens. Okay. Yeah. Doctrine. Every religion has its own doctrine. Law students, what is doctrine? Doctrine of lapse. We have studied all of this in history. What is doctrine? No, learned is a person who is educated. Okay, what is doctrine, guys? Doctrine is nothing but a rule or a principle. Agree? You all agree with this? It's a rule or a principle, correct? That's called as a doctrine. Credo. Credo is also a belief or a principle. Cred means belief. Credible, incredible. Yeah, answer option will be 1. Who's a savant? Savant is also someone who's very learned. Okay, right. What is speculation, guys, in share market? If any of you invest in share market, or if you've learned about the share market, if you're speculating, what is the meaning of speculate? We speculate in the share market. Correct. We're just guessing because none of us can say for sure. So it's all guess. Correct. Very good. Okay. Euphoria. You got your exam results. You cleared the course. You were very euphoric. Eu means good. Joyous. Correct. Very good, guys. Wonderful. The other words, don't worry about it. When we do circum, when we do gen, we'll cover it up. Okay. Right. Next one, guys. Progeny. Come on. Last one for today. Last one for today. Progeny. Remember issue, progeny, correct. Gen, birth. Next generation. Your offspring. Your next generation will be your child or offspring. Your previous generation is your ancestor, antecede, precede. And acme, remember, you're at the acme of your career. Peak of your career. Okay, good. The answer option over here is offspring. So very good, guys. Wonderful. Okay. So now homework, guys, 5 words, 5 root words that you have to cover. And I want you to try out question number 11 to 20. 10 questions, simple ones. It will not take you more than 5 minutes. 10 questions plus 5 root words. Done? Will you do that? Remember, what's the page number? Page number 35, page number 36, 35, 36, and root words are on 37. Okay, guys, 35, 36, 37. All of you will try it out. Okay, if you're really dedicated, exercise 8 also, if you want to cover, I'll be more than happy. Okay, guys, we'll discuss these tomorrow. Yes? Okay, so any doubts, guys, with today's class? Any doubts? Any doubts? No? No. Okay, it's clear. Okay, guys. So lovely interacting with all of you. Again, we will meet tomorrow, same time, guys, 5 to 7 every day. Please do your homework and come, guys. Okay, and keep learning. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye, Dhruva. Bye, Adarsh. Bye, Akash. Bye, Rishi. Thank you so much, Adarsh. Same for you. Bye. Take care. Have a good evening, guys. Bye, Benaka. Bye, Isha. Bye, Punita. Bye-bye. Welcome, Siddhant. See you tomorrow, Prerna. Welcome, Hasika. Okay. See you tomorrow, everyone. Take care. Okay. Bye-bye.